Okay, so we're going to do an idea box, often also referred to as a morphological matrix. This is an individual client that we've brought in today who's going to tell us a bit about why this topic is something she would like to generate ideas on, how she's committed to it, so she has the ownership and the influence. She can do something about it. She needs imaginary thinking because this is something that can use lots of different directions. And we're going to do an idea box together. So, client?
A little history. I am really passionate about writing and drawing. I've always wanted to write a children's story and illustrate it, but it's kind of like connecting ideas to themes and things like that. I'm kind of stuck. So I want it to be something that's humorous, but also, teaches something, and that's where I need ideas for it.
Okay. Questions? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, what I'd like you to do then is we're going to go to a category called settings. And I would like you to think of all the particular settings. And there isn't room for too many, so it won't take us long here, but with a group this size. But what are the settings that a children's story might be set in? Write it, say it, and I'll put it up.
Urban.
Island.
Swamp.
School. Forest. In the woods.
Bonnie, would you be my process
Farms.
buddy?
Certainly.
Desert.
Okay, let's see where we're at.
Beach.
That's probably good.
Catskill Mountains.
They are a fluent group. All right. And looks
The
like we
basement?
need maybe one or two more.
Oh, just one word. Basement.
Okay.
Playground.
All right, that should be good.
School.
It's okay. Oh, no, we've got them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so, no, because you can't. It's not for this. We'll leave it at that. Thank you very much.
Well,
All
in
right.
the woods and forests.
Yeah, woods and
Yeah.
forests the same thing.
Where's the,
6 and 10.
Okay, well, we'll, no.
Yeah.
No.
When it's
Let's just leave, we're just going to put a different one down because, again, we're demonstrating. Are you okay with that, client? All right, we'll leave those to the side because we could always have a bigger matrix as well. All right, characters.
Angry girl.
ant,
Goblin.
Angry dog.
child, owl.
The boogeyman.
Okay, that should be about it. Let's see where we're at.
I think we need 2 more.
Two more?
Santa.
Say them loud enough so everybody can hear. All
Monkey.
right, we got them. Think about the time frames in which this story could happen. Now, could you tell us what you mean before you put down time frames? What do you mean by time frames?
Present day, 1800s, time frame and
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So when might it take place with regard to time?
Winter 1989.
2572.
2040.
During the LA riots.
2132.
1920s.
Great Depression.
1960s. Ancient Rome.
Okay. One more?
2000. 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. And the theme. So tell us more about what you're thinking with the theme.
What's going to happen throughout the story?
How does it evolve? What's it about?
Sound.
Okay, can you say more about that? What's your idea?
Music. Sound.
The theme has to do with music.
Yep.
Okay, so put that, add a little elaboration. So does that make sense? Okay.
Friendship. Stolen talent.
What's the,
Kindness.
Creativity.
Families.
oh, you say ooh to all of them. I heard that. No judging.
Scaring loss. Scaring kids.
Two more? Might be three more, but we'll see.
Adventure.
Okay? All right, that's it. Hold them. Thanks. All right, now I want you to hold in your head. Sound okay? Got some stuff up there we could play with? All right. Here's what you're going to do. I want you to think about 4 numbers between 1 and 10. Okay? On a Post-it, just write down 4 numbers. Between 1 and 10. And Bonnie, this one you can probably, if you would kind of participate, because we can get a lot of ideas, but also I may call you back up to process, buddy. You have some numbers? All right, tell us what your numbers are.
2, 4, 6, 10.
Swamp,
4,
cats,
6,
21, 32,
10.
and 10, an adventure. So I want you to take those 4, and on a Post-it, I want you to tell us what the storyline is. All right, play with that for a little while. All right, we'll do a couple examples, and I'm going to let you just, you look at your numbers. But let's do one more so we get an idea. Who wants to share their numbers?
I will.
Okay?
4,
Island,
7,
Ant,
1,
2572,
and 9.
9. So divorce. It could be as simple as this. Tell me what are the 4 categories now?
Island and
The ant is on the island in the year of,
2572.
and the poor thing is
Divorce.
divorced. So it can be as simple as a literal translation like that, or it can be a little bit more. So look at your numbers. Let's get those up, and then you pick more random numbers after that. But let's get some ideas up for some potential story pieces.
Are we just saying them or writing them?
Write them down. So we're going to write them, say them, and we'll put them up. Put your 4 together. Think about what it is. If you can elaborate on it a bit, that's always useful.
Angry dog.
And just go ahead and say it when you got it,
Yes.
so we can put them up.
Cats on a farm in 2572 become close friends.
Become close friends.
Yep.
A goblin family living in the woods is using their creativity to stop the LA riots.
Andy, the ant musician, is struggling through the Great Depression, living in a swamp.
On the night of August 9th, 2132, 4 cats decided to have an adventure in a purple swamp to get into trouble.
There was a loud ant that sang his way to an island in the year 2345.
The boogeyman has had his talents stolen during the Great Depression and now lives in a swamp.
An ant family is stranded on an island in 2572, and the parents decide to divorce.
The boogeyman went on an adventure to an island in winter 1989.
Scary kids are frightening a scary dog in a swamp during the 1920s.
How we doing? Okay, you can always take 4 more. Take them random, or pick some that you really think are clever together. If we get one more round for you, would that be useful? Give you a few more? Because you can play with this as well, but this will get you started on it.
There was a child on Mars who studied creativity in 2040.
You can also adapt them, so if you don't want to use a category or you just start thinking of a storyline from 1 or 2 of them, go with it.
A family with an angry girl is lost in a desert during the 1920s.
Jen, get some stuff for you?
Gary the goblin lives in the woods and has no friends.
Just finish the one you're on.
There were cats in a swamp in 2345 creating families.
Got a lot of cats.
A child was on an adventure at school in 2040.
Last one.
The angry dog's swamp adventure with his friends.
Finish the one you're doing? I'll take those. This gets you started on it?
Yeah.
And then you can always look back and think of some other categories. You could play with these.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, I'll take the last one.
A child decided on October 17th, 2132, to divorce her mother in the school's cafeteria.
I can like rearrange the words a little
You can
bit.
do whatever you want with it, because you're diverging.
So Urban Cats in the 2572 steals talent from humans. Is it from humans? Yeah. From humans.
So again, you can piggyback too. So if you said, oh, I would do mine in a slight variation, you could write it down as well.
I'm turning the cat into a monkey.
Okay. All right, good. You could probably keep going, but I think we'll stop there. And, you can see how you can really work with this for a while, play with it, massage it, try some different things with it. Let's give our client a hand. That was the idea box, otherwise known as a morphological matrix. With the idea box, you will have several columns, usually 4. In each column is a distinct topic. So column 1, name of topic. The group generates lots of ideas around that topic. Column 2, name of topic, generate ideas. Topic 3, topic 4. So they go into this grid. Now you have 4 distinct elements. Probably the way they do the Harlequin romance series. They have all those books that have various plots and such. It's a good way to do things like that, where you would have 4 columns. And then you begin to, after the generation of the different ideas, you begin to make combinations. And there's lots of ways you can do that. You can roll the dice. Let's say you have 10 in each area. So, you go ahead and pick a number. You pick 1, 3, 5, 7. And then you would look at what is in column 1 for the first topic, and so on, and try and put those 4 together and see what you come up with. Because what you're looking for is these are separate elements, and you want to come up with an idea, a more fully developed idea from those 4 areas that put together. So I go ahead, I think about those 4 areas, and I go ahead then, and on a Post-it, I generate an idea, and I put it up for that challenge. So I continue to do that, and the group can generate lots and lots of them because there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of choices. If you begin to look at that, you can do it randomly, or you can give them, like I said, a dice. But it's important that you have to have a dice only has 6 sides, so that's only 6 options going down. You want to have something that's a bit more robust in its ability to cover whatever number of ideas there are for each topic. So you go ahead and generate lots of different ideas for your challenge, and keep looking at them, and you can reform them as you want, because you're still following the divergent guidelines. So you're still deferring judgment. You go, oh, well, this idea came to me from looking at these 4 distinct elements, and I don't know how I got it because it doesn't seem to fit the elements. Well, it doesn't matter. You come up with it, you put it down, you put it up, and it'll keep going until you get lots of ideas. So this is particularly good for if you're going to be developing a story, for example, or a project that has different elements. The idea box can give you lots and lots of unique, very unique or far out options to consider. And that is the idea box, or the morphological matrix.